is redundant. The Lord says things over and over because we're stiff-necked, hard-headed people. Read that.
We come together, our people. We come together, the Lord's sheep of the house of Israel.
Calm down and listen to one another. And more importantly, listen to this Bible. Right?
And in this last day, the Most High is raising up the true prophets of God.
All great. All great. We're going to find out what's the way. Remember, the Bible is also a vocabulary book.
That's the question I'm asking. That nation is so great, like the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that has God so nigh unto them.
The laws of God is the light that we gotta let shine before men.
Give me that and go back to Isaiah 3 about the women, man.
Look at my feet.
And then give me that in second entrance. Good to see you, brother. It's good to see you, bro. But we gotta sit down and do that talk, my brother. Read that.
Isaiah 3 and verse 12. As for my people,
So God says, as for his people, listen to this.
children are their oppressors.
Who is oppressing our community? Is it 50-year-olds carjacking and doing drive-bys? When you think about the age that's getting locked up, is it a 60-year-old man walking around robbing somebody? No. It's 50, there you go. Read it again.
Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
So the children oppress the community. Let's see who runs these children's houses. Read.
And women.
And what?
And women rule over them.
There's a prophecy. Think about the black home. We're talking about just in general speaking. Who is the head of the black house? The what?
Women.
Read that again.
As for my people.
That's how we know we the Israelites. That's why can't nobody come out here and tell us we not.
Right.
This does not fit the Chinese man. This does not fit the white man. This does not fit the Arab man.
Right.
That's how we know we the Israelites. Read it again.
As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Nobody's ever heard of Chinese on Chinese crime.
Right.
Nobody's ever heard of Arab on Arab crime, and they blow themselves up. And they don't have that label on them.
Right. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
You don't have a big problem of single parent East Indian homes.
Right.
You don't have that. They have their family structure intact. That's why they have a nation in the country. Only people without a nation in the country are people without a family structure. That's us. Read.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee.
They which lead our people. That go to Democrats, Republicans, the woman in the house, do what?
They which lead thee cause thee to err.
They cause us to err. Read.
And destroy the way of thy paths.
The way of the path is what? To repent as the Israelite, keeping the commandments. That path has been destroyed. I'm going to give you an example. Who got the Census Bureau thing in the mail? How many of y'all got the Census Bureau thing? They fill out the census. You got it? Did you get it? Now it said they destroyed the way of your path. Did it? What did it have under your race? What did it have? It had what? Black and African American. They destroyed the way of your path because you are an Israelite. Did it have Israelite from the tribe of Judah on there? Did it have Israelite from the tribe of Issachar? That's the way they destroyed your path. They put the black path for you.
Right.
Let's look up the definition of black. Somebody get the definition of black, man. Watch this. Let's see what kind of attributes attribute that. We got because we're gonna deal with the black mindset. Somebody get that so we can read black out of the dictionary. And I want somebody to get the old definition of black too. I don't want that new Google new age black. Yeah, get that old Oxford black. So we're gonna see what the black mind is. Y'all, come on, man. Y'all young brothers gotta be faster than that, man. Yeah, watch this. Read that in the meantime.
Second Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places.
So that's talking about in the last days, confusion in many places. They don't know where these forest fires is coming from. They see what they call UFOs all over the place. Wild erratic weather patterns. Wild swarms of dolphins and whales washing up the shore. All kinds of crazy stuff going on. Read.
And the fire shall be oft sent out.
It said, and the fire going to be often sent out. The west coast of America is all on fire.
Right.
Read.
And the fire shall be oft sent out again.
And another fire coming out again. That's talking about that thermonuclear fire, so you understand. Read.
And the wild beasts shall change their places.
It says in the wild beasts, it's been mass fish killed, mass schools of dolphins and whales washing up ashore, birds dying, birds in all different types of places that's not native to them. Read that again.
And the wild beasts shall change their places.
That's how we know we in the last days. Read.
And menstruous women,
Meaning unclean or sinful women,
shall bring forth monsters.
what do they call them people that them little boys? We just read that they oppress our community. The Bible called them monsters, man. Those are the same ones that oppress our community. That's how we know this is talking about the children of Israel.
Right.
Look, I'm looking at a sign that says Safe Streets. If I go over there to Pikesville, what is it, Washington Heights? Park Heights. Am I gonna see no shoot zone spray painted on the ground? Right, I'm not gonna see that. That's how we know that ain't talking about everybody. So you understand. That's crystal clear. Who got black for me? Yes, sir. We out here for you, my brother. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
That's right, hey, brother. It's no doubt that they understand exactly what you're saying. They know what you're saying is the truth.
Who got black?
Right?
Right.
But what is it, right? But what is it that's keeping them stuck? That they won't move towards the Father.
Right, let's get that. Give me that in Isaiah, man. I mean, Psalms. Yeah, I'm a descendant. Yeah, of course.
I want to know, what is the fear that they have?
Right, watch this. So, we on the black. It says, now, I'm going to go synonyms. It says, darkness, murk, night. They ain't got the real one. We got to go back to the old definition. Yeah, it says, here we go. It says, full of anger, hatred. These things right here. Miserable. Think about it. If somebody say you blackballed, is that a good thing? Right, blacklisted. You understand what I'm saying? The black codes, what they had during the civil rights. All those things are black. All those things are bad. You understand what I'm saying? So these black magic. Is that any type of magic you want somebody to put on you? Black magic? Right. You got blackmail.
Right. Hey, bro.
Right.
Is that the reason why my brothers turning gay out here? Let me listen.
Right.
Is that the reason because they so scared? They turning gay? They turn into drugs because of fear?
It is. It's fear of keeping the commandments of God.
But what did they book?
119, 59, and 60. Watch this. Here's the thing. Because what it is that since we don't know who we are, we don't know who our God is, we lack faith. So watch this. This is what God said. You all are the Israelites. Read that.
Psalm chapter 119 verse 59. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimonies.
So when the word is coming out, we got to start thinking on our ways, meaning what? How we currently live. When we hear the testimonies of God, the Bible tells you, brother, you a prince, stop smoking. Because you're thinking on your ways, like, damn, you know what, that's beneath me.
Right.
The brothers really brought it out from their history. They showed me the madness in the political system, how foolish it is to say there's no such thing as God. You thought about all the things you heard. Now it's time for you to turn your feet to the testimonies.
Right.
Standing up, getting a backbone, getting out of that black slave mindset.
Right.
Sir.
Read.
Verse 60. I made haste.
I did what?
I made haste.
Because anybody been in the military, they got a thing called hurry up and wait. They give you an order, you might not deploy for 20 hours, but you better get there. That's why the Lord looking for soldiers. Brothers dragging their feet to get to the rallying point, getting left behind, man. Getting left behind. Read.
I made haste and delayed not.
And what?
And delayed not to keep thy commandments.
That's what the Lord did. Made haste and delayed. That's what he's looking for. That's what a good soldier does. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta shake off the dust. Like when you think about when you go into the military, They strip you of everything. They call you by your last name, but they give you their ranking system. They tear you down and build you up in an image. They build you into a Marine. They build you into an Army Ranger, a Navy SEAL, and so forth.
Right.
That's what we out here doing. That's what the words of God doing. And we casting down that stronghold, that black mindset, that nigger way of living and thinking. And we building our people up as Israelites. We understand it's a process. It takes time.
Yes, sir.
Like if you smoke, the scriptures say, give me that about a Phinehas and Sirach, man. You might not be able to just quit right all at once, but you got to make an effort to quit. Watch this. Like if you smoke 20 a day, you need to cut it down to 10. Then when you get that, say, no, I'm going to go to 5 today. Then I'm going to 2. Then I'm going to, I'm done. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 8.
No. What that offend less? What is the scripture in Sirach offend? 17:25.
Sirach chapter 17 verse 25. Return unto the Lord.
You say it says return because we departed away. The Bible's telling us to return. When we read that in the Bible about return, repent, it's the same thing. In order to return to somewhere, you had to once be there. Like you can't return to my house, I can't return to your house. I've never been there. You understand what I'm saying? So the Lord is saying return, meaning what? Return as an Israelite.
That's right. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less.
Meaning sin less. You might have, the cigarettes might be a real stronghold on you. So now you got to cut it down, bro. You might drink 6 beers a day or 12. You know, cut it down to 10, then 6. You understand what I'm saying? And then get rid of it because it's not a sin to drink. But if something you got is causing you to sin, you got to cut it off. Give me that Matthew 5. Because I see a lot of brothers out here drinking. It's not a sin to drink, but it can be a stumbling block if that's our vice. You understand what I'm saying? Like you have one bottle and you just going off. Watch this.
Is that it? Yep. The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 30. And if thy right hand offend thee,
Meaning if anything that you do causes you to sin, read.
Cut it off.
That means you gotta stop it. That don't mean you're not literally cutting off your right hand. This is talking about spiritual. You gotta stop it, read.
And cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell.
Right, that's the whole thing. So he used it in that thing because that thing, he also said if your right eye offend thee, pluck it out. Meaning what? Your eye is a very sensitive thing. It's something very close to you. So you might have something that you really like that's an offense. And it might be painful getting rid of that thing, but you got to do it. That's what a good soldier does. Right. That's what a good soldier does. Like them dudes out there on the battlefield, they might have 1 bullet. They might have been shot. They got to hit the exfil point. We going to 4. They might hit the exfil point. That thing could be what? 60 miles away. You know what I'm saying? They got accounts like that. They dragging, they carrying a dude on their shoulder, getting shot at and all that other stuff. They getting the job done. We got to have the same mindset. You understand what I'm saying? To really be followers of Christ. That's what we're looking for.
They out here, hey brother, it's some brothers and sisters out here that got the mind of Christ on them, right?
Right.
We tangled up in here.
Right.
He won. That's why he stayed.
Right. That's why we build. That's why we building a brother up.
Yes, sir.
And that's why we want to build you up too.
Yes,
Let me get Numbers real quick. Numbers 15. So the thing, like when you think about an army, every army got a uniform, right? The Chinese uniform looks different from the American uniform.
Hey,
Numbers 15.
hey, bro.
Yeah, we're going to 4. Watch this, 1530. Watch this, because when you look at any military, when you look at the U.S. soldier, he's not outfitted like the Russian soldier.
Right.
Because then everybody, who the hell is who on the battlefield? You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, brother, I need to be in here.
Right.
While I'm here, I want to be in it.
Right. That's what we got. We about to show you. We about to show you some of your uniform policy. So right now we're going over the uniform policy for the soldiers of God. Read that.
Numbers chapter 15 verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generation.
Throughout their generation means forever. You look at it right here at the border of our garment. This is how you identify a soldier of the Lord, man.
Right.
Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
And it got a blue fringe on. So when they see us, they're like, damn, that's a soldier of the Most High right there. He's been enlisted in the ranks, so you understand. And that's all we out here doing. We out here on a hostage rescue, and once we rescue, we want to turn y'all into soldiers of the Lord. That's our job. That's it. We looking for real men that's going to be disciplined. They're not going to look at a sister. Go back to Matthew 5. They're not going to look at a sister. She might have a big ass on her, but they're not going to look at the sister and be like, damn, I want to hit that.
Worried about that.
That ain't a disciplined soldier. When you look at them soldiers, them King's Guard over there in Europe, they standing like that.
Right.
It could be a drive-by going on. They don't move an inch.
Right.
That's the kind of level of discipline that the Lord is looking for. Because you see, I see it all the time, brothers, neck all over the place.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery.
Back in the day, it was thou shalt not commit adultery. Don't physically have sex with the sister. Read.
But I say unto you,
But Christ given his soldiers new orders regarding that regulation or that law. He's updating the manual so you understand.
that whosoever looketh for a woman
So whoever looks at this sister,
to lust after her,
giving it like, damn, I'm gonna tell that, looking at her, y'all know what it is. Every brother know what that is.
have committed adultery with her already in his heart.
A good soldier ain't doing that. A good soldier ain't doing it because you see that's my sister. My sister has been destroyed here in America, made to be a whore. Give me that Leviticus 19:29, then we bring it up to office. Hold that, watch this. You understand? Because you gotta give me Matthews 9:36 first. Then I want Leviticus 19:29. Because we look at the sister and we look at her, we look at it in a sexualized manner. That's not how we supposed to look. Watch this. Yep, watch this.
Matthew chapter 9 verse 36. But when he saw the multitude,
when Christ saw the multitude, he see the multitude of his people today. Read.
he was moved with compassion on them.
He was moved with compassion. The multitude is gonna include sisters that's dressed half naked. It said he was moved with compassion. He felt sorry for them sisters because they are a victim of what they've been taught here in America. They don't know any better. Read.
Because they fainted.
Because they fainted. Now our people have literally fainted from what? Lost consciousness of who they are. We woke up and we black now. We fainted as Israelites. We woke up as black. And we want to talk about identity theft. You got people over there living in your homeland, calling themselves by your name.
Right.
Now you want to talk about in the sunken place. It gets no more sunken than the ghettos over here in America for the Negro.
Yes,
Read.
sir.
And were scattered abroad.
And was scattered abroad. Read.
As sheep having no shepherd.
As sheep. What can the sheep do without a shepherd?
Get lost. Get lost.
And what else happened to sheep out there?
Killed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sheep have no form of defense. None. That's
And we don't have
defenseless
none.
sister. Read that.
We don't have none.
Leviticus 19:29. Watch this. That's why you got to see what's wrong with that sister. Because what? She grew up. Her mom had BET on. She listened to WAP music. Read that.
Leviticus chapter 19 verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
So the sister was prostitute. That's not talking about she was put on the corner and pimp. That's talking what? She was shown all kinds of sexual deviant ways to dress and carry herself. Now she's a hoe. Read it again.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
You see that? Because when you put her out there, she becomes a whore by default. Because that's all she's learned. All the imagery that she's seen, all the videos, video vixens. Mama dressed half naked. Grandmama dressed half naked. She got boyfriends. She got girlfriends now.
That's all the niggas see her ass.
That's it. That's all he want. He's gonna run up in it, hit the drawers and leave. Read.
Lest the land fall to whoredom.
And that was a warning back then. He said, don't prostitute your daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom. Where can you find a righteous or a modest dressed sister? Has anybody seen a modestly dressed sister walk through here?
Not to be a
Exactly.
Muslim
You know how hard it'd be. You know, back in the day, you couldn't throw a rock without hitting a modestly dressed sister.
Right.
Now I challenge a brother to find a sister that's dressed modestly. Say, all right, brother, you need to find a modest dressed sister in Baltimore. When you find her, you're gonna make her your wife. That brother would be single the rest of his life.
Here I am right here, bro.
Straight up.
Here I am right here.
Right. You ain't finding it. Read it again.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness.
Full of wickedness. What is that wickedness going to consist of? Badass children. Raised without no father. The Bible called them monsters. The Bible called, we read that in 2nd Ezra, said that menstruous women or sinful, unclean, whorish women will bring forth monsters. The Bible called these young men that are oppressing our communities monsters, man. That's the reality of the Bible. Watch this.
Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 44.
Because it said, don't prostitute your daughter to cause her to be the whore. So for her to be a whore, who did she have to learn to be a whore from?
Her mama.
No, okay, let's see if the Bible say that.
TV.
Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother.
As is who?
As is the mother, so is her daughter.
Whoa.
See that? That's what they get. The apple don't fall far from the tree, brother.
Right.
Crystal clear. So we got a lot of work to do. That's why we out here. We out here on a hostage rescue every day of the week, looking to rescue soldiers and people that don't want to be black no more. That don't want to get stamped black by Joe Biden or Donald Trump.
Right here, bro.
They want to be Israelites. They tired of the coon labels.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.